Welcome to Pittsburgh. Is that how it goes, Buzz? Welcome to Pittsburgh?
It is Pittsburgh, and you are welcoming them. So, yeah, I think that's how it goes.
Welcome from Pittsburgh? That screwed us up already. Oh, man, you can tell it's an early morning. It's
from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, high atop the D.L. Clark Building on Pittsburgh's bucolic north side.
What's the bucolic mean?
I don't know.
Can you just say
beautiful? I heard
beautiful?
someone say it you once, and I
Well, this is the Steelers Round Table. I'm Mark Aboli, Steelers lead beat writer. What does Josh Taylor say? Senior beat writer?
Senior.
Along with Chris Adamski.
I'm just a
to
junior.
my right. He's a junior starting trouble here at the Steelers training camp. A lot to go over here. It's the last time we had, I wasn't here last week, so I don't know what you went over, but a lot of stuff happening at the Steelers training camp over the past week. They play the Detroit Lions. Detroit, my yins are coming out on me, on Friday over here at Heinz Field. We're just going to start out with giving some impressions, Buzz, of this past week of training camp. Anybody stand out to you? I sure have a couple people that I'm going to be looking out for come Friday here in Detroit, in Heinz Field over here.
Well, I don't know. We hear
to
about
our left, to our right.
The Bob Cohn curse. You're familiar with that? The Sports Illustrated cover curse. I was literally pulling out my phone. I don't know. He likes to say he has a curse. He just thinks it's important enough to have a curse. But I was literally pulling out my phone to type out on a tweet, the Twitter machine, twitter.com.
You go on there a lot.
I was about to type out that I have my camp crush. I finally it took I think it was 8 practices at that point to have my camp crush.
You have a camp crush? People usually just call that phenom. Or
yeah, I did that. So I was literally about to write Gerald Hawkins, and as I'm doing this, he's coming off the field being attended to in pain by medical personnel.
See, I don't know if I agree with you here, Buzz, because how can you have a camp darling who's no way in the world going to play this year unless something really collapses? Well, he's third on the list of tackles. 2 other tackles have to get hurt for Gerald Hawkins to get in there. Well, doesn't the Camp Phenom have to have a chance to contribute?
Because he was last year's 4th-round pick got cut. He was considered sort of a long-range, I don't want to say project, probably a
think back to who last year's 4th-round pick was.
Duran Grant. He got cut at the end of camp and was brought back. So, but I think he's looked better than this kind of, again, project's the wrong word that he's been. He's actually looks like he could see if this was a bad team and they needed a left tackle or a right tackle, preferably, and they were thinking more to the future. I think he could capably sort of slide in right away. So he's impressed me in that sense.
I think he was portrayed as a project when they drafted him, maybe 2-3 years down the road.
Yeah.
When Gilbert's up and the Villanueva's up even after this year. Harris, they signed 2 years. A project. He has looked a little bit better than normal. But I'm taking the low-hanging fruit here with Eli Rogers, man.
Yeah.
Because I think Eli Rogers, if you don't know Eli Rogers, you will come tomorrow when he makes a handful of spectacular plays. And
spectacular.
He's going to be a spectacular play because he's in that position where he can make spectacular plays. And who saw this coming? I mean, he looked decent last year. Eli Rogers, slot receiver. Missed all last year with a broken foot. He's undrafted out of Louisville. Smaller guy, quicker guy. And what makes him interesting in my eyes is he's a true slot guy. You don't see true slot guys in the NFL. You see college star receivers getting moved to slot. You see quarterbacks, you see running backs getting moved to slot in the NFL. You don't see a guy that had 4 years of slot experience at a major Division I college, and Louisville wasn't bad. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater was there with him,
probably,
and a guy that's be able to come in and Mike Mitchell called him a monster.
Yeah,
an absolute monster.
He's the case where people, you sometimes you talk to people and the guys get kind of, I don't say they get hyped up because, like you said, people don't even know him. But and within the Steelers organization, you hear Eli Rogers looks good. Eli Rogers, you kind of heard the whispers all last year after a quick, what do you have, about 2 or 3 weeks of camp last year before he got hurt.
I think it was August 5th, August 6th.
So we're talking not even a week or a little over a week, I guess.
He didn't play a game. I know that.
Yeah, so he didn't even make it to the Hall of Fame.
When was the Hall of Fame game?
So the Steelers, put him. But the fact that the Steelers had put him on the 53 IR, which isn't 53, but they put him on a legitimate IR. It wasn't a practice squad, waived injured. They did it initially, but it kept him all year long last year. So he's not considered a rookie. They're not considered even a first-year player. But the fact that they did that kind of let you know the Steelers what they did think of him. And when you look at go to twitter.com now and the Trib Live
we
Radio
get distracted earlier by the Trib Live Radio
Well,
Twitter account
Quite
putting up
frankly,
pictures.
my shirt distracts me just looking at the photo.
What the heck am I looking at? Well, back to Eli Rogers.
But Eli but he's been playing, first team reps. I mean, especially with Marcus Wheaton being out pretty much all of camp. I mean, how
you
much
haven't
does he really
seen much of
practice?
him at all.
But he's been playing. I mean, Sammy Coates was the flavor of the month for the first week. If we had to show who the superstar was at camp, and really Rogers has in these 11-on-11 drills. He's got catch yesterday first and second balls in the passing 11-on-11 drills were thrown to him by Ben Roethlisberger. So now, hey, he ain't gonna outplay Antonio Brown, but
Hey, let me put it this way. When we were talking about how do you replace Martavis Bryant, I'm quite sure nobody brought up Eli Rogers. Or at least, a portion of being able to replace his production. It was all Sammy Coates this and Hayward Bay that and Marcus Wheaton this. And